All right, so here we are. We're in the bike shop. It's been a crazy morning, and I didn't want to miss the midweek message time, so I decided to punt, and we're doing it this way. It's been a very odd week, but let alone just this morning has just been a very odd morning. And yesterday flows into today. So I want to start off first of all in Luke chapter 10, verses 38. It's fortune as they went that he entered into a certain town. Jesus is entering a certain town, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. All right, so Martha's letting Jesus come into her home, and this woman had a sister called Mary, which sat at Jesus' feet and heard his preaching. So there's the sister chilling out with Jesus as he's talking, and now we find out what Martha's been doing. So Martha was cumbered about much serving, and stood and said, Master, doth thou not care that my sister hath left me to minister alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. And Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou carest and art troubled about many things. Verily one is needful. Mary hath chosen her that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Now, see, church, Mary and Martha's story we talked about in the Art of Neighboring the other week. It's really simple, right? Do we focus on Jesus or do we focus on the work? Are we focusing on God or are we focusing on the work? And church, I'm sharing this with you because today it happened. So yesterday I was down at church getting some things together, and I was given a New Testament by Meredith Long. And we had this great conversation. She was with a gal that was there. There was a survivor of a car accident. I'm a survivor of a car accident. Should have been dead. She should have been dead. We had this amazing moment together. It was breathtaking for me to share with her. Meredith and I had some exchange, and Gary and I were down there, and it was just good. And it all happened along, right? It wasn't planned. We were down there setting up and getting things ready for Sunday morning. And she dropped me this New Testament. Now, this morning, I woke up a little later than I wanted to. I did some stretches because I've been creaking a lot lately. And then I go to a meeting that was supposed to go one way, and it's for a wedding that I'm going to be officiating on Friday night. And I just found out about it this week because of COVID, and these folks need to move. It's just been messy for them. So this is a dear friend of mine and one of my Young Life workers. So I'm going to be marrying them Friday night. So I'm having this meeting with them, but then the florist is invited as well, and we're in the coffee shop, and the meeting doesn't go as I planned it, because I wanted my task to be done out by 10, over here to shop, sit down, work out a beautiful little live message. So I knew I wasn't going to run back home, and I had all these plans and all these things. The meeting went way different than I expected. The groom and I just sat and talked fishing for a while because the florist and the bride were out chatting. And then, as I go to leave, I saw someone that I've been praying about whether to speak to her and her husband. And she walked by, and I called her, and I said hi, and I said, can we talk? She's like, absolutely. And we started to share and chat about some things going on in their life. And I sometimes have a tendency to run into the fire. And with this couple, I didn't want to just run into the fire. I was really waiting on the Lord for the right moment. And there it was. So we ended up chatting for a while. And then I felt prompted to ask if it was okay to call her husband because of the situation. They're like, yes. So I called him and had this beautiful conversation and walked down some things in my life and shared with him. And we had this amazing conversation on the phone that put me way behind. So far behind that I didn't have time to sit down and prep this midweek message more because I felt like the Lord was sharing with me and saying, this is your Mary moment. Church, I wasn't planning on standing before a phone camera like this, but I happened to have everything that I needed here to do it. It was going to be cameraed off of my iPad, a little more professional polish and yada yada. I happen to have a physical copy of the New Testament in my hands because everything's been on my phone. I usually use my phone to prop that up when I'm looking at things, but I need to use my phone for recording because my iPad is on the charger. And see, I'm sharing all this with you because I want to ask you the question. Are you willing to have the grace for yourself to be used by God in the moment? Are you willing to step up into awkward conversations and wait on the Lord for his prompting and be able to see it? See, church, what I've been finding recently in my own life is that I've been trying to task things out more and more, and sometimes the Martha creeps up and I've got to be more Mary. And right now I'm having a Mary moment. I'm having a moment this morning where I'm sitting back and I'm seeing the Lord at work. I'm seeing the Holy Spirit at work, and I need to share that with you, because if I don't share it with you, then I'm doing a disservice to the body. So, church, today, as you go about your day, look for God in the moment. Look for the Holy Spirit's prompting. Pray for moments. Pray to understand when the right time is. Pray to look out for it. Because this morning, I am way behind. I'm an hour behind schedule. But what I can tell you is this. I'm feeling amazing with the Lord. And in these moments, these things that happen in our lives, I think we just have to slow down and look for the Lord. So this week, look for the Lord. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and excited to have Reopen Sunday, which is going to be a great time. And I just want to thank you all for tuning in today and watching this, and may the blessings of the Lord be upon you.